Good afternoon, students. Next lecture is on the topic that is the Gaussian low pass filter. In the previous lecture, we discussed about the two low pass filters. The first one is the ideal low pass filter, and second one is the Butterworth low pass filter, and third one is the Gaussian low pass filter. These types of filters are used for the smoothing process. The main smoothing word means the blurriness. So that by cut offing the high frequencies, and we are or we can say that by ignoring the high frequencies, we are cooperating, or we are working with the low frequency values for blurriness of the image. So the transform function for the Gaussian low pass filter is at u comma b is equals to exponent power minus d square u comma b divided by 2 sigma square, where d u comma b is the distance of the point u comma v from the center of the transform, and sigma is equals to d naught value minus the specified cutoff frequency. So the filter has an important characteristics that the inverse of it's also called the Gaussian. So here the inverse is here, minus represent the inverse. So the inverse of this is known as the Gaussian. So here we have the visualization of the of this function, filter function. So here we have all the cutoff values which are represented by the sigma value, and these cutoff values are subtracted from the d naught vector value, the distance point vector value. So here we have the visualization which is more blurred as we are moving away from the origin, and we are ignoring the cutoff, we are ignoring the high frequencies. So here we have the value between the filtered value and the distance factor u comma b. So we have the different values when we have the d naught values are different. For example, if we have the d naught value is 10, then this graph is represented like this. It is nearly closest to the origin. When d naught is greater, the value, if we the d naught is value is increases, for example from 10 to it becomes 20, then the results are then again away from the origin, more away from the origin. Then d4 equals to 40, then the result is like this, d6 up to so on. The result with the d naught value increases, the results may be away from the origin. If we away from the origin, then more the blurred image. So the next part is the sharpening frequency domain. See, we in the previously we are done the smoothing frequency domain filters. The very first frequency domain filter in case of the smoothing is the ideal, second one is the Butterworth, and third one is the Gaussian. With the ideal low pass filter, we get some smooth image that is not give us the proper blurred image. So it either gives the distance vector value 1 or the 0. Depending upon that, it represents the results by using the formula that is u square plus v square whole under root, simple. So in the next, the Butterworth filter, when the filter function value is to be used, d naught values are to be expanded, we have to cut off the high frequencies, then more the blurred image. So third is a Gaussian low pass filter, in which the inverse of the distance vector is to be used. If we are taking the inverse of the distance factor, then that process is known as the Gaussian. So it is also known as the Gaussian low pass filter. So more the values of the d naught increases, more we get the blurred image. So we get the higher frequency, higher filtered value. Here you can you can see that the differences between each of the visualization. This is the simple ideal low pass filter. The visualization is like this. We get the some smooth image with the no part is more blurred. But in Butterworth, this some of the frequencies, high frequencies, are to be ignored. So if we are increasing the value of n, we have different transformation, Fourier transformation values for this, and that represent the filtered function value, that is more blurred image. But in case of third, we have the peak high cutoff values. If we are ignoring the high cutoff values, high frequency ranges, then more the blurred image.